Episode 240, the follow-along series with Dell Finney. Welcome to the pursuit of the perfect race. I'm Coach Terry Wilson, and with each episode, I bring stories of athletes to you that share their experiences at races in order for you to learn how to have your perfect race. We'll hear stories from athletes of all ages, abilities, and races of all distances. So regardless of where you fit in, there's something in it for you. Thanks for spending some time with me today. Now let the pursuit begin. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Fall Long series. Today I'm talking with Dell Finney about his training for the month of February. Welcome back to the show, man.
Hey everybody, I'm back.
Nice.
So thank you all for for those that have listened and shared the podcast. We're both kind of excited about it. And again, thank you, Terry, for this opportunity.
Hey, you're welcome, man. So how you been since we talked last month, man?
Well, that's the thing. So I had pneumonia. Well, I got sick the end of January. Got pneumonia. And so my training as far as February has pretty much been non-existent. Had to go into the hospital for a little bit, breathing treatments, and then it was a lot of rest on trying to recover. However, yesterday I did go to the doctors for a follow-up. They didn't feel that I needed to get an x-ray because I still have some remaining, what do they call it? Can't remember what it is, but something still in my lungs. So it's just a matter of working it out, and it can take a couple weeks. But they did clear me to start doing low-level amount of activity. So I'm just excited about getting back at it. I'm really kind of sad about it, to be completely honest, because I feel like I was working really hard at my base, through the winter. And then fortunately, this kind of set me back. So a little sad about that, to be 100% honest.
So you didn't fall down like a depression chamber or anything like that, where you got into this negative mind space or anything like that, did you?
Yeah, let's go ahead and if we're gonna put that out there, let's be honest about that. I did. I kind of fell into some bad habits as well, because as I was able to start eating again, it was just a matter of trying to comfort myself in some way. A couple trips to McDonald's, which Susan gave me a lot of crap about. Susan being a nutritionist. And as hard as it is, it's very easy to fall off without consistency. And for me, being able to get out, get my workouts in, that gave me that path on how to, and seeing, losing weight, stepping on the scale, seeing how, your body is changing. And then whether through no fault of your own, you get sick, you're unable to work out, and then you basically have no control over that. What I did have control over is the fork to my face, and I lost that battle. So I know I did put on a couple pounds, but again, that's a part of the process, and it's a journey. It's not, there's no, it'd be great if the story was, hey, he ate right even when he was sick, and, he's just lost all this weight. But that's not always how it happens.
That's not life.
People, yeah, people get sad. You get disappointed, and I was so excited about where I was at, and and so I'm disappointed in myself, but at the same time, I know it was wrong, and it's a matter of now at this day getting back on the horse, eating right, and following the plan that I had set that got me to this point. Yes, I can be disappointed in myself. Yes, I can get down on myself and be hard, but at the same time, how is that going to make me better? How am I going to improve? So, it's just a matter of getting back on it, and it's gonna be slow, and it's gonna suck, and I've got to do the best that I can to try to get back to where I want to be. I've got 6-7 months to to be ready, for Traverse City. So, I mean, I've talked to Brian, my coach, and he, is reworking my schedule a little bit, and some of my races may change, or maybe we add some other smaller ones in. But that's just life, to be honest. And it's sad, it sucks, but you just got to do the best you can.
Yeah. How's your motivation, though?
It's still there. I have Eric Knight and Tim Palmer. They're constantly badgering me about getting back so that we can start training together. Eric, again, as we covered in the last series, he's actually going to Hawaii for Ironman Championships this year, and his training is ramping up, and I want to be able to train with them and those guys in Wisconsin, and get and be able to keep up with them instead of getting dropped in their driveway as we head out on a run or something. So the motivation's still there. I mean, obviously, I still have the goal that I want to. I don't want to just finish races anymore. Like, I don't want to I go there and, hey, you got a medal because you finished. Like, I want to set a goal for myself and then meet or surpass that goal.
Wow. So in the last month, what was the most excited that you were before you got sick, or even when you got sick? I know you had to do something in your life that was fun or exciting, right?
I'll be honest, my kids are probably the biggest thing right now. I honestly, with work, I've had, I love what I do. And so I have, a chance and opportunity. Maybe we'll discuss a little bit later. But I mean, things are going well there. But just seeing my kids grow up, my youngest son is 9 months now, and he is, it's like he just yesterday was learning to crawl, and now he can pull himself up on the couch. He can stand and wobble around, and it's really great to see that. While my 22-month-old, geez, he's in the no stage where everything you ask him is no, and trying to get into everything. So he's a handful right now.
Wow. So your youngest is about to take his first steps?
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that. He is actually progressing a little bit faster than my oldest is. My oldest, at 22 months now, he didn't begin, I think it was probably around 1 when he started walking. And it seems like my youngest at any day now, he's just because his favorite thing to do is just pull himself up and stand. And it just seems like he's skipping over the whole crawling stage and wants to run. And for me, that's exciting because I'll be able to go outside and play with them and get them to, either jog or kind of loop around the house and everything. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to more than anything, I think.
Oh man, that's pretty awesome. So as far as your motivation, we talked about that. We talked about your training a little bit. I know it wasn't much, but what were you able to accomplish before you got sick?
So, I mean, my longest run before I got sick was 10 miles. Jake, a local guy here that I've been running with, we did 10. And I know that I think I did a shorter 4-mile run right before I got diagnosed with pneumonia. I mean, apparently it's not healthy to be running if you're sick to go outside and run in some 10-degree weather back to back. But it is what it is. So, I mean, I was really proud of myself. I mean, to have that as my base, even just at the beginning of the year. So what I'm hoping is that it's not going to take me long to get back there. I know that they told me that I need to take it easy, and so we'll see what easy is, because I sometimes tend to push the limits of what I'm supposed to be doing. But I just want to get back to where it was and get going again. So, yeah.
So what's your first workout going to be going back into it?
I don't know. I talked to Brian yesterday and he said that he was going to start getting some things back on the schedule. I think the goal for me is, Thursday or Friday, start to do something. I know he'll start me back on, I was doing body weight exercises, a lot of core strengthening. So I'm pretty sure he's going to start me off on that, which is super fun. And by super fun, I mean not fun, but don't tell my coach that, even though he's probably going to listen to this. Because and I know it's good for me, but it just sucks sometimes. And he doesn't really care. And he's like, you can hate me all you want to. So I try to get that done. And then, probably start, maybe seeing what I can do. I honestly don't know what my lungs can do. I may be able to go out and, run a half mile. Maybe I can run a mile. I don't know, but I'm not going to know until I actually get going again.
Right. So looking forward to the next month, what are your goals for the next 30 days of training?
To get back running, I mean, it's going to be my number one thing because for me, getting back on the bike, and that's great. And the bike has never been really a fall point for me. I guess it is when the course is, 5,500 feet, elevation, over 112 miles, Wisconsin was. Because going downhill, fastest man alive, world record holder. But going up the hills, with my body weight, it's kind of a drawback. So, getting back on the bike. But for me, what's been most effective is running. I seem to lose a lot of weight from that. I become stronger from that. And, having that hip strength, helps me on the bike as well. So, I haven't been swimming as much as I have previously, but I'm sure closer, summertime, that'll ramp up. But the biggest thing is for me to get back into running, and I'll probably start doing some walk runs. But my goal is by the end of the month to be running again.
Nice. So what is your goals as far as your nutrition goes for next month?
For what?
Your nutrition goals for next month.
That has got to be that. So because I know the Susan's going to listen to this, I'm going to be 100% honest. That's got to be a nip in the bud. One thing that she's worked on me is instead of her saying, hey, putting the foot up my butt saying, hey, this is not right. You shouldn't be eating that, to try to get me to do it for myself. One thing, even with, going to fast food and stuff, eating some of the, bad things that we did. I say we, because my wife, even though she's not going to see this, she can hear me. Yes, you were a part of this. One thing though, is that I wasn't eating the portions that I used to. And that is a big thing for me, is because I would go to McDonald's and, I get 2 large fries and this, and I get a, and then wrap all of that up with a Diet Coke because obviously, because that would save me, But the one thing is, even though, I was cheating, cheating myself and, and eating healthier, I wasn't doing in the amounts that I used to do, which is something. But again, it's a matter of nipping in the bud and just getting back on it. So starting this week, I will be tracking again, which is very helpful because when you have to enter that information into MyFitnessPal, and then, Susan, or you have to see it, or my nutritionist has to see it, that's a hard truth that you can't avoid. I mean, granted, I could lie and not put anything in, but that's not the kind of person I am. So it's just out there. It's a big matzo ball just hanging out there. And that's not what I want to do. Because at some point, Susan's going to start working. I mean, she works with other people, but at some point, Susan's got to, focus on other people. And I have to be able to do this for myself. And I can't continue to keep yo-yoing my weight back and forth because it's not healthy. And that's, even though I love the sport and what we're doing, the end goal is to be a healthier Dell. so that I can play with my kids and not get worn out, and I can, run around with them and hopefully have a healthier, longer life. And that's the most important thing. So, I'm sabotaging myself. I've realized that. I know that. But I mean, it's just real life. I mean, I know who we went and we volunteered for the 2013 Ironman together. I'm not going to say his name, Dave, but this man would eat donuts and gas station food and all this. And I think he ran like a 13 or 14-hour Ironman. And so, it's all about your metabolism. And I'm not at that point yet to be able to have those treats. And I know that, I got lax on my goals, and it's a matter of getting back on track and staying on that. So, I had some faults. I fell down. Now it's time to pick myself up, dust myself off, and get back at it.
Good. So if you log your food for every day for the next 30 days, starting on March 1st, what are you going to reward yourself with on that 30th day?
Not food. So, so here's the thing though. So I used to reward myself. Hey, I'll go and I'll have a pizza, or I'll go and have this. And I found that is so counterproductive. So, I know there are people out there that do that, and, maybe it works, maybe having a cheat day. But for me, once I'm going and I'm on it, there's healthier solutions that you can do, and that's something that Susan's taught me, is that it doesn't have to be food doesn't have to be a reward. I go all this time and eat the things I'm supposed to, and then I go have a pizza. And then, but see, the problem that for me, and maybe there's other people out there like this, that a cheat meal turns into, well, I've already had something bad, so maybe I'll just have some cake or some pie later. And then that cheat meal has become a cheat day. And then the next day, and then the next day.
It's this negative spiral staircase that we go down. And it's like, well, just fuck it. I'm out. I'll start next week. Well, let me find my motivation again. Where did it go?
Yeah. So, and I'm not going to lie. And that spiral that you just mentioned, which is such an accurate description, that's where I've been for the last week or two. And the thing of it is that, so for me, what would I reward myself with after 30 days? It would be something, and maybe like, cause my wife and I, we try to have, it's few and far between, but we try to have like a date night or something like that. And maybe we would go, and we both love sushi. So maybe we would go and have sushi, but then it's about, okay, I'll have one roll or maybe two rolls. I don't need to have 4 rolls when I go to have sushi just because I haven't had it so long.
You're talking about $60 just for yourself.
Huh?
You're talking about $60 just for yourself.
Yeah, well, it's a thing.
Yeah, man.
It's a thing.
I know I can put down 4 rolls because I hardly ever get sushi because my wife hates it, and I love it. Like I could eat it once a week and be fine, but
okay. Well, we're definitely going to grab some sushi. Yes. We will definitely do that.
Yes, man.
No, I get that, and I know. I'm just giving an example of how I know my portion sizes have led me to this path. And so, like, again, it may be that maybe I'll get a video game, or maybe I'll take my wife out and do something nice, or maybe I'll get something. I'll fix my bike up, or I'll do something, but it just has to not be food. That's the biggest thing for me. Maybe we can take the kids out and do something, but I don't want to get into the pattern, which I have before, is that everything has to be a reward. The reward should be a healthier Dell. And I know that sounds cliche. I know that sounds terrible, but like, I don't want to be, because like Tim Palmer, he said this to me the other day. He gave me a call and says, how are you doing and everything. And he goes, you can almost count it. What day on the calendar is it? February? Dell's going to get sick. And I don't want that to be the pattern. I want it to be, hey, if I got sick, it's a fluke, not because of my health or whatever, that it's, a pattern. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah.
Man. So I know we're going to be talking again late next month, and then the month after, all through the year. By the time we talk at June, which is going to be 5 months from now, what is something you want to actually be able to say with confidence and speaking the truth about that previous month?
I think by June, I want to be well under 300 pounds. And I think that's obtainable by June. But I want to just say that I've been consistent for the last several months. I want to say that I've hit my workouts, 90 to 95%. I'd say 95% of my workouts. Sometimes things come up, life comes up, and you have to miss a workout or you have to push a workout. But I want to know that I've been consistent for the last several months. I want to know that, if there was a goal, or if I had a race, or if I had, I think consistency. I just think consistency for the last several months, both in my eating and my training.
Nice. Well, we will definitely check in next month. Do you have anything else you want to add? I know this is a little bit shorter because you had pneumonia and all the snow. You all were snowed in for a while. But what else you want to talk about?
Heavens.
What about the last month? You want to talk about that we didn't mention already?
Funny you mention because it's snowing right now, and we just had an ice storm. No, seriously, we just had an ice storm, and then we're having snow right now, and then tonight supposed to be another snowstorm. So, Eric, if you're listening, please keep the snow on your side of the pond, and stop letting it come over here. I guess my thing is that so many people have reached out, with me being sick, sending me messages, texts, calls. For one, again, thank you for this opportunity. I guess thank everyone for who's been following me, listening to this podcast. I hope they check out your other items as well. I'm just thankful that people have, shown concern and hoping that, I recover and everything. So just thank you to everyone who's listening, for caring, and I hope that everyone's training is going well. And if you're in the same boat that I am, know that there is hope, know that you can pick yourself up, and that no matter what, that you can keep going. That it doesn't have to be the end. We don't have to follow this negative spiral and stay there. There's going to be times and things that come up and that you're going to get to that point, but know that you can keep going. And yes, you may have taken 3 steps back, but as long as you're keeping moving forward, that no matter what, that you can still be in a better place tomorrow than you were today. So if that helps anyone, if I can help anyone, please message me. Please message Terry if there's anything. Just know that you can be better tomorrow than you are today, but that takes effort today. And each day you have to make those choices to be better.
Nice. I couldn't say it better, man. So to wrap everything up, what's your word or phrase for the month?
And for last month or for this month?
For February.
For February. What is my word? Revival.
Revival. Awesome.
Yeah. Revival just because it's, not rebirth and, reawakening, just, I was sick, or something happened, and now it's time to get going again, to pick yourself up and to keep going. So it's not over for me yet. I'm not done. So, yeah, I guess that's it.
Nice. Well, have a good day, and we will talk late next month, and this should be up soon, man.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
Hey, and you live in Michigan, not Minnesota.
Yes, Michigan, not
Minnesota. That was my bad.
Yeah, no, definitely Michigan. I was like, who's this guy?
Man. Well, it's corrected now, so I'm human too. Well, have a good day, and we'll talk soon, okay, man?
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. Thanks for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Follow Along series. Don't forget to check back next month to follow this athlete's progress. Please leave a review over on iTunes and check out my website to see pictures from this athlete.